Messenger RNA, mRNA, is the product of transcription, where the mechanisms of the cell take the information from your DNA and turn it into a piece of information, mRNA, that your ribosomes can understand and use to generate proteins. This is known as the central dogma of molecular biology. The mRNA in the COVID-19 vaccine codes for the S1 glycoprotein, also known as a spike protein. The mRNA for the S1 glycoprotein of the SARS-CoV-2 virus particle is bound in a lipid nanoparticle and suspended in a glycol carrier. This mRNA-containing lipid nanoparticle solution is injected intramuscularly into the patient's arm. Upon entering the body, the lipid nanoparticles are taken up by the patient's cells, where the mRNA is released from the lipid nanoparticles and processed by the ribosomes in our cells to produce the spike protein that the mRNA in the COVID-19 vaccines codes for. Certain proteins that our cells produce are displayed on the outside of cells, and with the COVID-19 mRNA vaccine, the COVID-19 spike protein is produced and displayed on the outside of cells around the site of injection. Since the protein that the mRNA vaccine codes for is actually a viral protein, called an antigen, our immune system recognizes that it's not our own and begins an immune response to destroy the cell. One aspect of that response is the production of B plasma cells, which produce antibodies that target that specific antigen, and when those antibodies find their target antigen, they give off a signal that brings in more immune cells like monocytes, natural killer cells, and macrophages that help to attack and destroy our cell that's displaying the foreign antigen. Another important aspect of this immune response is the generation of memory B cells, which can remember the antigen that the immune system encountered. This means that the next time that a particle with that antigen enters the body, memory cells and antibodies that are specific to that antigen can mount a faster immune response and destroy that particle much faster. With the COVID-19 mRNA vaccine, the spike protein that the mRNA codes for is found on the outside of the COVID-19 virus. If someone has been vaccinated against COVID-19, then the memory cells will quickly recognize the spike proteins on the outside of the virus, and antibodies that are specific to the spike protein will bind to it on the outside of the invading microbe and send off a signal that attracts immune cells like macrophages, monocytes, and natural killer cells. The immune cells can attack and destroy invading microbes before they have a chance to multiply and overwhelm the immune system. Your body can then safely dispose of the dead viral particles, and overall a less severe immune response is required, which means fewer aches and pains and, more importantly, a reduced likelihood of needing to be hospitalized.